Hello and welcome to EV Review Ireland. My name is Derek Reilly. Today we're looking at the MG ZS EV, the 2022 refreshed edition. So let's get straight into it. This is the new blue. It's brilliant blue. It's probably one of my favorite, but it also comes in white, black and new silver actually, which looks great as well, and that lovely red color. You'll definitely notice the difference on it with regards to the new front with that closed off grille with that honeycomb pattern, and the charging point has been moved over to the off center position, so the MG logo stays straight, but the actual charging flap a lot easier to get into with that side opening, and it also has two flaps internally, so there's no rubber bungs anymore. On AC it's 7.4. I'm inside because there's a storm brewing outside and just before the press launch, and then on DC it goes up to 76 kilowatts. So on AC, on a home charger, it'll probably take about 10.25 hours. And then on the DC, you're probably looking at, if you can find a 75 kilowatt or 100 kilowatt plus, you'll do it in about 43 minutes. If it's going to be on a 50 kilowatt, which is a lot of standard around Ireland, you're probably looking at just over the hour to go from 10 to 80%. You have that chrome element or that brushed element down along the front, and you can see it comes up underneath the license plate, and that's mirrored at the back as well. You have the full LED lights with that daylight running signature as well. So there's a lot of new features going on here, and you've got their 360-degree camera as well. So really nice front, nice color, nice MG badge with that charging flap. There's a lot of positive going on here. Moving down along the side, you've got 17-inch wheels, no matter what trim you go for, and in Ireland it's the Excite or the Exclusive, so similar model layouts as the MG5 and the old MG ZS. In the UK it's the SE and the, what's the other, there's another name for the model, can't think of it, begins with T. You have this is the Excite because it hasn't got the roof rails, and then beside me over here you've got an Exclusive with the roof rails. You'll also know the difference between the roof rails but also the retractable wing mirrors. All come with 360 cameras, all have keyless entry with that push button, and then moving down along. So the side profile is pretty similar to the original one, just different wheels, but we have a look along the back now and see what that looks like. But overall, this blue, beautiful, and with that LED lights and that front grille with that new charging location, a lot of positives about this MG ZS EV 2022 refreshed edition. Along the back here, you've got your high level brake light, you've got your window wiper, you've got that flush MG, so it doesn't protrude anymore, and that's your boot release. You've got the ZS EV badging on there as well. About 470 litres with the seats up and about 1100 litres with the seats down. It has a secondary floor. As standard, you're getting the tyre inflation kit and your charging cables, etc. go in there, but you can get a spare wheel. If you're looking for the spare wheel, either side, then you've got a footwell and you've got some netting. Sorry, you've got some storage wells and some netting, and then you've got this charging bag with some Velcro on the back so it's not sliding around the place. Not much else going on here. You have a boot light, small bit of a load lip, but if you drop that down it would become a bit bigger. Great practicality, great value for money as well. With the charging flap you have it open sideways, and then you have the flaps, which is much better than the rubber bungs. You have your MG identifier lights on the side, 25, 50, 75 and 100, so visually you can see where the battery state of charge is. Also, this has vehicle to load technology, so with an adapter, which is an accessory that you can purchase, it will allow you to take 2.2 kilowatts from the battery, so handy if you need it. On the inside of the MG ZS, on the door, this is the Excite model, so you have your electric windows front and rear. On the Exclusive model you've got leather seats, you've got electrically adjusted driver's seat, you've got heated front seats as well on the Exclusive version, whereas on the Excite it's the fabric seats. The dash is an 8-inch full digital display, rather than the traditional needles that were in the original one. Steering wheel is very similar. You've got that red stitching going around it. On the left you've got your audio, and on the right you've got your menu selection, and you've got your function key that you can program for yourself. Behind that then you've got lights on the left, wipers on the right, and you've got your MG Pilot stalk separately there as well. You've got a 10.1 inch TFT screen, much more responsive than the previous one, very nice to use, and you have wired Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. You can control some climate on here as well, but also there is climate down in the physical buttons that are underneath it as well. So you've some volume up, volume down, you've got your front and rear demisters, and you've got your temperature control. On the exclusive version, you've got your wireless charging pad. You also have 12 volt USB Type A, USB Type C, and behind the camera as well, you have a USB Type A if you want to load a dash cam in there, which I think is a really nice feature, and it's somewhere there. Oh yeah, it's up here on the right hand side, you can see it on the unit. On the exclusive version, you've got rain sensing wipers as well. Behind that then you've got your different modes, normal, eco and sport. You've got your KERS, which is your kinetic energy recovery system, which is your regen, 3 levels, and then you've got your battery level, and that just brings up the battery mode on the screen. Rotary dial, similar to the other MGs, the 5 and the original MG ZS. You've got your electric handbrake, and you've got your auto hold. You've got your roller cover for your coffee cup holders. You've got a grab handle for the passenger / driver, and then you've got your armrest with your storage area underneath. Decent sized glove box. I like the soft carbon effect on the dash itself, and you've got these rotary dials. Overall, a big improvement on this refreshed version, and for the value for money, I think it's an amazing electric vehicle. I was very impressed with the first one, and I have that on the channel from last year, and this has just taken it up to the next level. What's it like in the back of the MG ZS EV? With the leather seats, actually, it's a bit more padding in them, so they're fairly tight up against my legs, but you have that recess in the back of it. On the leather seats, you also have the magazine holder, whereas in the fabric, there is no holder in the back, but I probably could move that seat forward a bit more. You have your double air vents, you have your USB Type A and Type C, which is nice to see, and on the exclusive version, you have that panoramic sunroof, so a bit more light. Headroom, I'm 187 centimeters, 6'2". I'm just about clipping the top of it, but not bad at all. And also on the exclusive version with the leather seats, you have that armrest with that pop-up holder, which is nice. That has an armrest that you can actually use as an armrest, and if you want to put drinks into it, you can as well. Got 2 ISOFIX seats back here as well, but overall, yeah, I could move that seat forward a bit more. You've got some nice, that soft touch carbon fiber effect looking fabric. Nice. I was trying to think of the other version in the United Kingdom for my UK viewers, and it is the Trophy Edition. Also in the UK, you get a third edition called the Trophy Connect, and that is just with live weather, live traffic, and a subscription to Amazon Music. We won't get that in Ireland as of yet. So in Ireland, we have Excite and Exclusive, so it's the same trim levels. This is a, just for the spin, it is a exclusive, so it's leather seats, electronically adjusted, rain sensing wipers, heated seats as well. So a couple of different options on it versus the regular one. So at the moment, it's only the larger battery available. It is 72.6 kilowatt hour, but about 68.3 kilowatts of that are usable. It's water cooled, and they're calling that the long range version, but there will be a standard range version coming to Ireland next year, potentially. WLTP for the long range is 440 kilometers. EV database is giving us about 370, but on a good day in urban driving, it's saying that it could get over 500 kilometers. So again, if you're a taxi driver, this may be of interest to you. 0 to 100 kilometers an hour is 8.4 seconds. It's a 115 kilowatt motor, front wheel drive, and that gives you 156 PS and 280 Newton meters of torque. One of the best things about the MG ZS and the MG5 now, the long range, is that MG assistance. For the money that you're paying to get these features included on both trim levels, it's pretty impressive. So you get the likes of adaptive cruise control, lane keep, lane departure warning, reversing warning if something comes across you, emergency braking, and also picks up pedestrians and cyclists. It has intelligent speed limiting, which I know some of my viewers are very interested in about. Byron, you know who you are. So there's lots to be liking about it. It's a lovely seating position. Some people were saying that the seats weren't that comfortable. Now, I only have it for a couple of minutes. I will have it for a longer test drive over the coming days. But for first drive and first impressions today, really nice. Plenty torque, This one has the sunroof, which I really like, and it goes all the way back. It's not just a regular sunroof, it is a pano sunroof that does open, and it has a blind, and that's on the exclusive version as well. So it's nice, and it's nice to have that. A lot of positives about this. With that battery increase, it's about a 50% increase in battery size, and you also have the newer screen. So some of the stuff that people weren't quite so happy about the original one, MG have really said, you know what, we're going to make a difference here, and listen to what the feedback is going to be. You've got 360 cameras, which are really good. And so what you can do is you can also select which side you're looking out. Widescreen front, widescreen back, front and back if you just want head on, and then sides. And then it has an aerial shot then as well with regards to making it 3D. Very impressive. Very cool. On the exclusive as well, you have that wireless charging down underneath it. Another feature that you have on the MG ZS is you have the connection to the iSmart app. Haven't heard about it yet because I'm doing the filming before the press launch today. So hopefully we'll hear about that a bit more. So it comes in 5 colours: black, white, silver, blue and red. 2 trim levels in Ireland. Yeah. Pretty much everything. Hopefully you've enjoyed the first impressions of the MG ZS EV 2022 refreshed edition. Let me know in the comments. Make sure you've subscribed to the channel if you're interested in all types of electric vehicles. And remember, if you think an EV is for you, leave it to me and I'll review. Thanks so much for watching.